And that creation that God created in Genesis chapter 1 is pure spirit, and it is still absolutely as it was in the beginning. Nothing has changed, because in the spirit world, nothing changes. Nothing changes. And there is no death, there is no decay, there is no whatever. The spirit world remains static. What does that mean? There's a part of you that belongs to that spirit world. And when I say a part of you, that's not exactly true. I'm saying to you that you belong to that spirit world, because the body is not you. The body is the vessel through which the spirit of your true being can manifest himself to the world. That's what it is. So you are spirit. That means you belong to that other world. Then we should be a citizen of that world. In other words, we should begin to live out of that world. That's important. Oh, that's unless you are real happy down here. I see a lot of Christians very happy. Are you happy? Oh, yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah. Oh, I've got a few dollars in the bank, you know. We've got a nice home to live in. We're running around in a car that's not missing too many beats. It's going all right. You know, it's all good. In fact, we get so settled in this world that many times we forget we are creatures of another world. We are creatures of heaven, not creatures of this earth. And I want to tell you, you do not have to die to be in heaven. Get a hold of that. Nobody has to die to be in heaven. Yeah, I never said go to heaven, because you cannot go to heaven. Like I say to you, you try putting that in your GPS and see how you go. You'll have that girl in there in a fit trying to plan out your trip. You can't go to heaven. Oh, Lord. John is weeping because the book is sealed. And John has lived enough of his life to know that God is wanting to reveal to all mankind his will and purpose. He wanted to tell us it doesn't matter whether you're on the island of Patmos in a prison. Hear this. And that word Patmos means my killing. Why? Because the Roman government put people there who were dangerous. You realize John was dangerous? The Apostle John on that island was the most dangerous man that the Roman Empire had ever had, because he was messing up what they were. He messed up what they were trying to do. So they put him there to die. Everybody that was put on that island never expected really to come back. Because if you didn't die of some disease there, and of course there were no doctors, no hospitals, nothing there, if you didn't die of that, you'd go crazy anyway, because it was such an isolated island. Nothing on there. Nothing there. Except according to the video I saw of John, he said that there were big rats there in the cave where he lived. He said there were some big rats there. Well, I don't know. But you see, John is on this island. He's a prisoner of war, really. He's a prisoner. But what's he telling us? He said it's okay. He was crying because of what he considered to be the problems of mankind on the earth. Wars and rumors of wars. And every time I think of war, I think of mothers with children. I think of families that have been broken up, where death has come and messed up their families, where their houses have been blown apart by bombs and bullets and all kinds of other things. And John saw all this. He understood those things. And he's weeping. Why? There's nobody to take the seals off the books of these people. And he's crying. And suddenly, it says here, one of the elders said, "Stop crying, John. Stop crying. Listen." He said, "The Lion of the tribe of Judah, Jesus Christ, has prevailed to open the book. Aren't you glad that he came to this earth?" That was God's original. Did you hear that? That was God's original. That was the only son God ever created. God never created two sons, only one. But in that one son was all of mankind. We came out of that one son. That's one son. We came out of him. Therefore, whatever he is, that's what we are. So what does John say now in his epistle? He said, "Beloved, now are we the sons of God. But it doth not yet appear what we shall be." You mean, Lord, we're going to be more than a son? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Why? Sons don't have children. Well, not in God's world. You've got to be a father to have children. God doesn't want you just to be a son. But now we are all the sons of God, but it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he will appear in us. People talk about the coming of Christ, and they ask me, "Brother, do you believe in the second coming of Christ?" "Oh, yes, sir." I said, "I believe in the second coming of Christ. And I believe in the third coming, and the fourth coming, and the fifth coming," and you can keep on going, because when he came the first time, he's been coming ever since. Don't talk to me about the second coming. He's been coming every day. He said, "Behold, I stand at the door of your heart, and I'm knocking. And if any man will open that door, I will come to him." I'll come. And he's been doing that for 2,000 years. Oh, God. But we got such a wonderful message, haven't we? I tell you, I don't know. I see some of these men, you know, some of you folk that are teachers in the schools, and I've got a daughter-in-law that's a teacher in Australia in the schools, and I think that's a wonderful thing. But you know, each one of us have a message of hope for this entire world. As a matter of fact, we have the secret of life for the universe. We hold that secret within us. That is the Christ of God. Okay, quickly now. No man was worthy, but suddenly the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Jesus Christ, he was worthy to take the book out of the hand of the one that sat upon the throne. He took that book. I want to tell you, beloved, he stepped into this world, and he had the book in his hand, and he said, "Just watch me, and I'll take the seals off your book for you. Just watch me, because I'm God's original.